today I'm gonna be planting some bulbs. Now it is raining lightly, but the weather is pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead, plant my bulbs really fast, and so I can get out of this weather. Now I'm holding in my hand here 50 bulbs, and this is the Glory of the Snow mix. The height of this is gonna get 4 to 6 inch tall, and this is some purple bulbs. Now what I want to do is put this in these two pots right here. I do have one more pack of the Glory of the Snow bulbs, and I'm gonna add it around another container, but I'm gonna try to put 25 in here and 25 over here. Now I am gonna put some blood meal in these pots and just mix it up. Guys, I'm just trying to hurry to get out of here. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna draw. So these bulbs, as you can see, they're really small, and it's supposed to be 20, 25, 25 each. So what I'm gonna do for each bulb, I'm gonna make sure that the root part is facing downward and this little pointy tip here is up. Now it might be a little hard to see this because of how I'm holding it with my gloves and because the bulb is so small. And this has to be planted 4 to 6 inches apart. So that's why I'm doing 25, 25 each. Now these bulbs, I think I planted them 1 year before. It doesn't matter whether it lands on the side or on the top, the bulb is still gonna come up. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm gonna try my best to turn them in the position that they need to be before I fill this pot with soil. And hopefully it comes up really nice. Now I didn't count it to see if it's 25, 25 each. I basically just throw it in here. Now I know you guys can't see inside the pot what I'm doing, but I'm just basically setting the bulbs in the angle that I want them. Now I am going to cover it up back with soil, but before I do that, I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to be planting in these pots as well, so I'm going to mix the bone meal in these pots too. Now I put one pack already in here, which it would be 25, 25 each, but I want it to be extremely thick when it comes up. So I'm gonna add, actually I'm gonna add the entire 50 bulbs, and this again is Glory of the Snow. I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I'm gonna add them to these two pots once again. Because the bulbs are really small, I don't think I'm that worried of making sure that they turn in the angle they need to be. But I'm going to make sure that they're spaced out. Okay, this one is also a tulip mix bulb. These bulbs are a little larger, so I'm gonna put these in these pots. And they're 25 each. So this is what the pots look like, 25 and 25. So 25 here, 25 over there. And then we have 50 over there and 50 over here. Again, I wasn't really worried of making sure that all these small bulbs will turn in the angle it needs to be, because they're still going to come up. But I wanted to make sure that it's really full in the pot, like it looks very thick. So what I'm going to do is throw soil on top of this now and fill up the pot. Now, when you see this video, I am going to put possibly a picture of what it looks like. Hopefully I can find a picture. I just have the name, but if I can find a picture, I'll put the picture up there as well. So now I'm going to just fill up the pot with soil. Now in these two pots right here, I'm going to be putting these bulbs here. There's 4 of them in this bag, so I'm going to use 2 in each. Now I'm only going to put 2 bulbs because during the Spring, I'm going to add something else to this pot, some sort of flowering annual I'm going to add to this pot. So the only thing that's going to be in here is these bulbs. Hopefully you can see it properly. It's a beautiful bulb. I got this from Costco, and that's what it looks like when it's blooming. So, all right, I'll put this in now. All right, I got 2 in this pot and 2 in the other one. So I am going to fill this up with soil and complete this little task right here. So in this box here, I'm going to put a few of these, which is the Dutch Master. I have 50 of these bulbs in here, but I'm not going to put 50. Of course, this little box can't hold 50. I'm going to just put a couple to give it that spring look. And then I'm going to just dig a hole and put it down, like so. We'll do. So I'm just going to add 10 bulbs in here. See, we're going to dig it down 6 inches. Make sure it's covered well. Okay, so this is done. And I just put 10 tulips in there. Now I don't want to add too much in there because, you know, the spacing issue, and it already have a few plants in there. So that's gonna come up a nice bright yellow and should look beautiful for spring. I'm not overdoing it. Now if it comes up and it have a little bit of space in between that I can tuck an annual in there, I'm gonna do that. Otherwise I'm gonna just leave it and let it do its thing. Over here I'm done. I just used a little bit of straw that came in the packet and just rested on top of the container. I mean, if it's light so it could blow away, and if it do, it's okay. But I'm gonna leave that as it is. I think I plant enough in there. Now there's a case of watering. Now the soil in the small pots over there is already very wet. In these two pots, it's not really wet because it was a dry bag of soil that I use and put these bulbs. So I'm possibly going to just put a little bit of water on it. I'm going to watch throughout the day. If the rain gives it a nice good soak, then I'm going to leave it alone. If not, I'm going to water it and just, you know, make sure that it's moist and everything is good with it. Because although it's raining, it's pretty warm today. In this area, this is my back shade garden bed. However, during the spring, you know that it's going to get a lot of sunlight. So what I'm going to do is just get my small auger and just poke a couple of holes where I want to add some bulbs, you know, just to give the spring blooms, and drop some bulbs in there and take it from there.